Welcome to Bass Riffs for Fun and Learning. This is the second video in a series where we are exploring the concept polymodal chromaticism. Okay, please go back to the first video where I do all the lengthy explaining of what is polymodal chromaticism and what we hope to achieve with this concept, okay? But this is a Riffs video, so we're going to get right to it. So we're going to use Phrygian and Lydian, two modes, polymodal, and we're going to launch them off the same root note, and by doing that, we're going to get all 12 notes of the chromatic scale. Chromaticism, polymodal chromaticism. So let's talk about E Phrygian and E Lydian. E Phrygian is spelled E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and the note functions of the Phrygian mode are 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. E Lydian is spelled E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Okay? And the note functions of the Lydian mode are 1, 2, 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. We're going to be using this common exercise and we're going to infuse that exercise with polymodal chromaticism. And here's how we're going to do that. We're going to take the first 4 notes from Phrygian, next 4 notes are from Lydian, next 4 notes from Phrygian, and then the last few from Lydian. Okay, same descending, first 4 from Phrygian, next 4 are from Lydian, next 4 from Phrygian, and the last few are from Lydian. So the note functions of this exercise are 1, flat 3, flat 2, 4, 3, 5, sharp 4, 6, 5, flat 7, flat 6, root, 7, 2, 1. Descending, they are 1, flat 6, flat 7, 5, 6, sharp 4, 5, 3, 4, flat 2, flat 3, 1, 2, 7, 1. And it sounds like this when you play it all together. Okay, so it's a little bit more of a sneaky way of playing the chromatic scale instead of just going straight up the scale and then straight back down the scale, or playing a little riff and moving it up in half steps. So it's a little more sneaky than that. You're not telegraphing, hey, we're playing the chromatic scale now. So few different ways that you can practice it. This is a real efficient way of doing it, just to get it under your fingers and into muscle memory. Take it up in half steps, ascend, descend, all that kind of stuff. Up in half steps, back in half steps. You can go up one scale, up a half step, down the next, up a half step, up, so there are many different ways to practice it, but this is a really good one here. Because you're set up to play the next half step up right here with your first finger. Right, we were in D, now we can play it in E flat, it's right there. Now we're in E, okay? So that's a quick way that you can practice it, and you can do ascending, moving back the neck, or descend the pattern and move up the neck, descend, moving back, and so forth. So I've prepared a 2-5-1 progression, and okay, I prepared a 2-5-1 progression in the key of E. That's F sharp minor 7 to a B7 and then to an E major 7 chord. Okay, so we'll just experiment a little bit with placing this pattern over those different root notes, F sharp, B, and E, to see, what sounds good, maybe what doesn't. And I've experimented also with this over some static minor 7, major 7, dominant 7, and altered chords and minor major 7s, and this pattern seems to work over all of those. So here's the 2-5-1 in E, that's F sharp minor 7, that's the B7, and here is the E7, okay? Let's start in the F sharp. Okay. Let's try this, right? Something like that, okay? Okay. So that's just a couple different ways you can mess around with the pattern. Don't always put it on the downbeat of 1, you know, so you get a little bit of rhythmic variation. And whatever rhythmic pattern you might have in your head, try to apply the notes of the pattern to that rhythm, okay? So that's pretty much it. I'm going to try to keep this video short, and thanks for watching. Do me a favor so we can reach some more people. Go ahead and share the video, like it, make it one of your favorites, subscribe to the Funky Notes channel, and that way this video will show up more often in the YouTube searches. So I really appreciate it, and hey, who knows, do me a favor and post a video response of how you're using the pattern. That would be really super exciting to me. So thank you so much. I'm going to work up another pattern using the Polymodal Chromaticism, and I'll post it here in a few. And until then, thank you so much, and have a good one. Bye-bye.